What does this the situation you guys are in as a team mean to you going into the last weekend, being in it, having a chance to play for a title? Do you take that any differently than, I mean, you always want to say it's one game like any other, but I mean, it's hard to really put that into reality when it's like this, I guess.
Yeah, it is really exciting, like you said. Not too many teams that I've been on, have a chance to win the regular season going into the last weekend. So, there's a lot of teams in our league, obviously, that are going into the last weekend, pretty set in stone, I guess, where they're at, so that makes it, meaningful for us to go into Michigan State. It doesn't matter what place the team that we're playing is. It makes it a great opportunity for us to be our best. And regardless of the standings and what could happen or could not happen, we want to be playing our best hockey going to playoffs, right? So, regardless of all the other stuff, we want to have our best weekend of the year because, right after that, there's the quick turnaround heading to the Big Ten tournament. And, with the single game elimination, you're not going to have time to kind of find your groove, so, it gives us a good opportunity to dial in our game and be our best going to the playoffs.
Why would you say what you and Cam have done as a rotation has worked so well in this last month or so?
Wait, what have we done? What was that?
Why do you think it's worked so well?
Why has it worked
in the last month?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe we're a little bit rested. Playing one game a week is not too draining on the body. So we're both very fresh. I assume Cam would say the same. Just kind of just gives us one game to focus on. And I think we both know that, going into the weekend, we're going to have one game to make our mark on the team for that weekend. And that's something we want to take full advantage of. So, team's been playing well. Me and Cam have been getting better every weekend. The team has too. And it's been cool to see that even, there's been a game where maybe, I didn't have my best game or maybe Cam didn't have his best game. And Tony puts that trust in us. He keeps the rotation going. So, that's really helpful as a goalie, just knowing that, you can have maybe a rough outing and, he goes right back to you and puts that full confidence in you. So that's been really beneficial for both of us.
Seems like if a team has a rotation going, both goalies have to buy in. Otherwise, you're going to have someone resentful of a situation that doesn't really work well in the locker room. It seems like that's the case. But is that what you've seen from both of you guys? That you're both all right with this?
Yeah, it's nice that you can have two goalies involved and playing every weekend, whether it's one game or two or whatever. It's been enjoyable still. Obviously you want to play every single game as a goalie, but it really doesn't really matter too much to me because it's going well for the team. It's been working for the team, and like I said before, we've been having a lot of fun. So I really don't care how many games I play or whatever. Once whatever game I play, I just want to make sure I'm making the most of it. Whether it's going to be 3 games for the tournament, whether it's 1 game, however many games it is, it doesn't really matter because it's just such fun hockey you're playing, and me or Cam, we just want to make the most of each time we're in.
Cam was sharing with us that you don't really take a lot of breaks in practice. You like to be in pretty much every drill the whole time. What's the background on that? Why is that important to you?
I don't know. My past few years at college, it was one of those things where we would rotate, all three, and I don't know, I just came in here, and that was kind of that was kind of what I was told going in is, you have your net, and, you can choose how many reps you have in practice. So I just, want to take full advantage of that. I think a big thing for me is when it's late in a drill and you're absolutely gassed and exhausted. I think that's when you get better. When your reps kind of go get a little sloppy, and you become aware of it, and you once you get to a point of having quality reps while you're exhausted, that's where, in a game on a 5-on-3 or in overtime or in a situation where we're in our zone for a while, that's really pays off, where I can still be at my best while being absolutely exhausted. So that's something that, I work on in practice every day.
Robbie, how would you describe Cam as a teammate?
He's obviously he's a great teammate. He's just a very positive kid. Whether he plays or not, after a game, if we win, he's just as happy as if he was playing or whatever. Dancing around the room and stuff. He's been a great goalie partner. Honestly, I've learned a lot from him. Even though he doesn't have as much experience as me, age difference, whatever it is. I still learned a lot from him. It's been good. It's been good for both of us to have each other, because we have a great relationship. We're always helping each other out, uplifting each other, and he competes hard in practice, and especially in some of the battle drills that we do. He really pushes me, with his battle, and that's something that I've been a lot better at this year. Is just kind of just throwing everything away. Sometimes just battling, because goaltending can get really technical. You can honestly almost get too involved in the technique with it, and that's something that has been kind of hard for me over my career at times. And kind of seeing Cam in practice, especially earlier on in the year, just throwing out everything, just battling. That kind of helped me bring out that side to my game that I probably played like when I was younger. So just things like that. He's been really helpful, and just a super positive, happy kid. He's nice to have at the rink every
day. You had to make a little bit of a leap of faith this season, transferring as a grad transfer in the pandemic, all these kind of things that you don't really know how it's going to turn out. Yeah. How would you say it's turned out for you so far, knowing that there's more to do here, but to this point?
That's a great point. I mean, if you would, back in, I don't know, May or June or something of last, year, if you would have told me, I'm in the position I am right now, in a position to win the Big Ten, on a top ranked team, that we're on, that we're having right now, I would have been ecstatic, because there was a lot of uncertainty. I wasn't guaranteed anything coming into play. I wasn't sure if we're having a season. I didn't know how, even academics, I didn't know I was, going to an engineering program in grad school. I had no idea how hard it was going to be. I didn't know if I could do it. There's a lot of uncertainty in a lot of ways, coming into a new team. You just don't know what to expect. You just kind of go off based of what you hope it would be. And it's absolutely exceeded my expectations. Not even just how things are going, more so just how I've been treated. It's truly just been a first class experience, and just seeing how this team has grown over the year has been the most gratifying thing to see. we knew all year, even last year, this team knew they were good. They had the pieces, they had the skill, but just seeing how they grew from last year, coming into this year and seeing where we're at now, it's been special to see. And yeah, it's turned out amazing.
How has school gone? I know that's a pretty demanding program you're in.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I've had a great experience with it. The professors are really helpful because everybody in my program, all of my classmates, they're all working full-time jobs, and a lot of the coursework is oriented towards people that kind of have those jobs. They kind of bring their industry experience into it, and the professors kind of really worked with me and understood my situation and still kind of accepted the kind of experience that I was bringing, I guess. I wasn't sure if they were going to be reluctant to that or not. So they've been, really accommodating and super helpful. And it's been one of those things where it's not super overwhelming. It's been manageable. It hasn't gotten in the way of my hockey or anything. But, I think also just me being kind of a veteran in college, I know how to manage it. And I've always been able to succeed off of the ice as well. So just kind of having, that success off the ice academically at my time at Michigan Tech, it's definitely helped me with this grad program here.
I have to ask you one more. Does Cole Caulfield make you a better goaltender? Because he makes goaltenders look silly.
Yeah. I mean, I always feel bad for other goalies sometimes when he does the things he does on them. It really makes me thankful that I'm not going up against him, honestly. I mean, same with Dylan. We have so many guys on our team where I really do feel bad for the other goalies sometimes. And like you said, he really does make me better. Even dating back to when he would train with me in the summer back in Michigan. His first few times shoot on me, I definitely had to get adjusted to what he's going to be doing on me every day in practice. So it was nice having that experience with him before we actually started here, because that would have been a rude awakening for me if I just kind of met him on the ice when we started up here, because he's just one of those guys that you don't know exactly. Like, the puck will zip by you and you don't know exactly how he even got it off so quick. He's just one of those players where it truly amazes you. I mean, not too many guys. I've skated with NHLers. I've skated with some of the best guys in the world, and even Cole. Shoot on the pro goalies in the summer we were skating with. He's doing the same things on them as he would any other goalie. So he's just a special kid. He like I was saying with Dylan, asking if I was surprised what he was doing. Same thing with Cole. I mean, it really doesn't surprise me. That he scores as many goals as he does. And it's not going to be surprising to me when he does it in the NHL.
I was going to say, I think he's got a bright future.
Yeah. I mean, there's guys in the NHL, that I've played with, same teams, and they've always been great players, right? But I don't know, maybe I'm a little biased because he's one of my good friends, but I really do think whenever he steps in the NHL, he's going to be he's going to solidify himself right away. Because especially his game, I think will match pretty well in the NHL just with his speed and skill. I think that's already up there. I feel like some guys probably have to adjust to speed and all that stuff, but I think he'll be fine right from his first game, whenever that is.
Yeah. Is he a good roommate? Is he a good roommate?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things we kind of make a joke, like, he keeps me young, and then I kind of, help him mature, in some ways. So it's been a great relationship. He's been a great roommate. Like I said before, he's become one of my best friends, and we always have a great time. when we get away from the rink and we're just hanging out, you know, we do everything together. You know, we're always doing fun stuff. So it's definitely helpful for both of us to, you know, to have the relationship that we do, because it kind of just takes our mind off of hockey, you know, especially, you know, if we didn't have the best weekend, or, you know, maybe, you know, practice was tough that day, you know, we kind of just go home and we just have fun hanging out, being friends, and kind of leave the hockey at the rink. So that's something that's been helpful for both of us, because, you know, obviously the pressure can amount, you know, throughout times in the season. And obviously now, you know, it's pretty easy, you know, we're having a lot of fun and we're not thinking about the game too much, but, you know, especially when things were tough, we're definitely there for each other, and we kind of just keep things loose, keep things light. And once we leave the rink, we're just having a good time being friends. You know, whether it's playing ping pong, golf, whatever we're doing, we're always doing fun activities. So it's been a great relationship that we've built throughout the year.
That's cool.
Is there anything specific about why his shot is that good? I mean, I know there's pace, it's got to be heavy, it's got to come off the stick quick, but what is it?
It's just how quick he can get the puck off his stick. That's the biggest thing. I don't necessarily know exactly how you do that. I mean, because, you know, there's been guys, you know, I think you can shoot 1,000 pucks a day for your whole life. I don't know if you had the quick, you know, as fast of hands as he does. But obviously I'm a goalie, so I wouldn't have experienced that. But yeah, it's just the way he gets it off. I mean, he can get it off. You know, the puck will be in his feet and it'll be in a weird spot where maybe you wouldn't expect. You know, got to get a shot off, especially, you know, with leverage, and he's just able to get pucks off from different positions, and it's just the lightning quick speed where he's able to fool goalies with, because you'll ask, you know, NHL goalies, it's not the hardest shot, it's not the guy that can, you know, pick the little spots. It's you know, the guys like Matthews, you know, McDavid's, that they just get the pucks off their stick so fast. And when you're able to do that, you know, the goalie is not going to be as set. You know, when a goalie's set in this league and up, you know, goalies are going to make the saves, you know, on clear-sighted shots. And you know, the elite goal scorers like Cole, those are guys that can beat goalies clean on wristers, and he's able to do that because, like I said, he's able to get it off extremely quick.
I was just thinking the other day of all the different ways he scored, and the second one he scored Saturday on the 2-on-1, but Linus to just zing the puck over to him, and he was able to get it.
Yeah. I mean, he's so dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of good goal scorers, you know, they have their one kind of play where they score. They have their one, but Cole, he's very creative. He can obviously one-time the puck heavy. He's, like I said, creative. Like not many guys would shoot from behind the goal line like he did. And yeah, you know, a lot of those don't go in, but if you shoot the puck as much as he does, and you try to shoot from, you know, spots like that, it'll surprise the goalie like that. I mean, he's done it a couple times this year. You know, he did it against Penn State. He did it, you know, last weekend. And he tries to do that stuff all the time. And you can catch a goalie, you know, not expecting that. And he's able to score from anywhere on the ice, you know. So that's why he scores so many goals.